Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronny Haze, and this is the new apartment tour. So what I'll do is I'll take you in through the front door, and we'll hit the main areas. Here's the living room when you do walk in front, and I will say now that I'm going to post this video on the Make a Path Presents, obviously the YouTube channel, and then on the Ronny Haze YouTube channel, which is the secondary one that we're going to start using only for a few bonus ones, so don't get freaked out or nothing. We're not going to be splitting the content up too much, so that's going to be some of the bonus behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, it's going to be the first link in the video description and also the VidMe link for the backup in case YouTube ever goes down for whatever reason, or if you're on VidMe. Anyway, so you walk into the front door and this is what you got. The TV entertainment center here, and you're going to see a lot of stuff that's not complete, like these gangster movie posters aren't hung up. I'm just done right now. I'm going to get back to work making content, and little by little I'm going to finish setting everything up. So the office is there, and that's how you heard Juliet on the live video. She was watching TV last night or the other night, and then I was working, doing a live stream back there in the office, but it's drowned out by the sun, so we'll get closer. First thing I want to show off is the really awesome Last of Us shrine. Now, a lot of this stuff I set up here to give an idea of what I'm going for once I get more Last of Us stuff, like maybe some statues or figures. They don't really have a lot that's made, so eventually when they make more, I will add it and take away some of these. So we got the skull and the little mask, just to give you an idea. I got some greenery running along there. Here's the Last of Us clicker bust. I love that friggin' thing. And I put it in one of these clear cases. I think they're doll cases from the Hobby Lobby, and that makes it easier to dust because he has spit in there, so epic. And then he has like mold, and it's actually soft goods, that mold and stuff, so it's not sculpted on, so I don't want to dust that too much, so I put that in a case to make it easy. Got little Halloween decorations just put there to give it that feel that I was looking for when I was testing it out. Map member Cameron Stewart, I believe, sent that in. It's a little sketch of Ellie. Then we got the Walking Dead mini bust by Gentle Giant. And that's the shrine. Like I said, once I get more Last of Us stuff, I will be able to put it on that shrine, and eventually maybe a couple more really nice pictures hanging around there. Now we go down to the living room, nothing special. I got this set up for a little skit. I was only able to afford like a one bedroom with a office in it, so Juliet has the bedroom and I sleep on the couch, but that you'll see this coming up in a skit I wrote a while ago, but we never had time to film it, and we're going to film that soon, so that'll be funny. We got this, highly recommend this book, Total Freedom. Highly recommend that. Check that out, by Gita Krishnamurti. I read that when I was little, like 17, I think, and that changed my life. I love that book. Anyway, we got this really awesome Ryan Otley print. He signed it in the corner. It's supposed to be a comic cover, so it's supposed to go up and down, but I think it's easier on the eyes sideways. That mess over there is a tent that Juliet made last night. We'll go over there in a minute. She actually slept in the tent. She wanted to do this tent sleep out thing, so she made that. What? Did you have fun sleeping in the tent?
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right.
It felt so good.
Yeah. So behind it, you look beautiful, honey. We're gonna go to. I'm taking her to Toys R Us soon. So, all right. So behind the couch in the living room, we have the McFarlane Toys Negan bats, the Lucille bat, and we have the member Taylor Ryder sent in the lifelike Lucille replica bats, the black comic version down at the bottom. Love that, with the white barbed wire. The Alexandria Safe Zone, another map member sent that in. We have the bat with the bullet in it, the bullet that Rosita shot, another bloody Lucille, and then there's the standard Lucille on the top. Here's another map member sent in the Polaroids of Abraham and then Glenn. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the Polaroids, so they're just kind of sitting there. And then the iron was sent in too. I don't want to make this too cluttered, but I love the idea of having the bats displayed. And this was empty space behind the couch anyway. Here is a mess. I'm not done putting the movies and the video games on the shelf. It looks like I need another shelf, but I will be putting some of the games in the closet. That closet's filled with 4 or 5 boxes of retro consoles like Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, the regular Nintendo, and a lot of video games. So, and I have nowhere to display them or put them out to use them. We only use them every now and then to play the video games with Juliet. And I like my movies to go in alphabetical order, and they are not in alphabetical order, so it drives me nuts. So I will have to clean this area up eventually. And everyone asks me for movie recommendations, so I pulled a stack of movies out. I'm not going to go over every one. I'm just going to read them off. The Mist. Saw that when I was younger. Watched it recently. I love The Mist now. All Dogs Go to Heaven. I grew up as a little kid watching that. Dutch. Grew up watching the VHS. We wore the VHS out. Watched it once a week. That movie's hilarious. Harry and the Hendersons. That's a classic. Catch Me If You Can. A lot of people probably know about that one. Seven. That's another classic. That was, I loved that growing up. Scenic Route. I accidentally watched this because there was nothing else to watch on Netflix a couple years ago, and I just clicked on this like a random movie, and I loved it. I was so surprised by how much I love that. Young Guns. Grew up watching that. Here is a hard movie to get. The Beach. I don't know why it's not on Blu-ray yet. I don't know. I highly recommend that. The Man in the Iron Mask is another one I recommend. I grew up watching that. Bone Tomahawk. One of my all-time favorite movies. I always recommend it. Russell Crowe is in that, and he's also in my all-time favorite movie. I always get flustered when people ask me what's my all-time favorite movie, and this is it for a number of reasons, and we will go into those reasons in The Thing celebration type. We'll make a video, but I've watched this time and time and time again, and every single time I watch it, I still enjoy it the same. So here's the remake. Whatever. Willow. That's a movie I grew up watching. If you haven't seen Willow, definitely check out Willow. Kill the Irishman. That's another underrated classic gangster movie. Here's Go. That was a good one. Train to Busan. Highly recommend. True Romance. Highly recommend that. That was written by Quentin Tarantino. Whoa, I'm going to drop them. The Raid. Must see. The Crazies. If you're a zombie fan, it's not really zombies, but it's infected. Definitely watch it. Spring. This is interesting. This is like a horror love story, but I would say it's a love story with a little sprinkle of horror. If you're interested in that at all, definitely watch it because it's worth a watch. It's worth the support. The Jerk. I grew up watching that too. The Jerk is hilarious. Then we got Suicide Kings. This I highly recommend. Another, underrated movie that no one ever talks about. Oh, man, they're going to fall down. Anyway, and then we got Breaking Bad down there. Obviously, I highly recommend that. So, that's the movie rack. And then we go into the office, and I just tossed up a couple pictures because I don't like the plain door there. It doesn't lead to nothing. It's a dead end, and I don't know. I wanted to throw up some pictures. I got to get this posted up too, the map. I forgot I even had that. We got it at Hobby Lobby. They were on sale for like $1 each word or something. So we got more pictures I got to hang up. I got a closet full. So if you sent something into the map mail and you don't see it hanging up, don't worry. I got a ton I got to do. The Predator. I got this from Charlie Adler, signed it. I got to take it out because I put it around something I was gonna make, but it failed. Here's Winslow, and then I love that one. We got Clementine, and then Ellie from The Last of Us. I definitely should put that up by The Last of Us stuff. I've never showed this off, but there's a cool story behind this actually. When I was dumpster diving, I found this in a dumpster in a hard cased mailer, and I took it home and I opened it up and I was like, wow, this looks like it's something, that's worth money. Let me look this up. And there was an address to a lawyer who threw it out, and the dumpster was filled with all of his stuff from his office, and it looked really strange, so I wanted to look into it, and I got this, and it was estimated at a few $1,000s. It's signed, and it's from some artist, photographer artist named Wegman, 1988. It's from Friends of Photography, and we looked up the lawyer, and he went to prison for fraud, and somebody, I guess maybe he or somebody else, cleaned out his whole office, and I found that in a dumpster. They never opened it from the day they bought it. It was sealed in the mailer from 1988. But like I said, if I could find someone to buy it, I'd just sell that thing because it's legit worth a couple grand. So anyway, that's probably one of the craziest dumpster dive finds. But anyway, I got all my work piled up here just to, nothing impressive. I don't really care about it being impressive as long as it works. Got the dual monitors. Behind it, I like to put my lights, but there's always a problem with wasted space. So I started putting storage. Here's all the inbox stuff that I just didn't put out on display yet. Down south, they use this really shitty flat paint. And I noticed at the other apartment when I was hanging up the boxed figures, if it touched a flat paint, it just started warping stuff. So I stopped doing that. And then back there we have more storage with The Last of Us. I got to find a home for that, and then just more storage. There's some Star Wars stuff. I drilled a hole in the desk so I can put the rod through to have the webcam. The reason I did that is because when you connect the webcam to the monitor, if you have a desk that's not sturdy, it's going to shake the hell out of your webcam just using your mouse and your keyboard. It's going to be like dun 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 dun. So what I did is I drilled a hole so that way it has its own tripod to the floor, so when you shake the table, you don't even shake the desk. So there's Juliet made this for me. She cut out her picture. Ain't that cute though? You have it stuck in the keyboard. Now behind me, this is what you guys see when I am recording the videos. We'll start on this wall. I just got The Last of Us hung up. I love that thing. It's a promotional 3D pop-out poster. Signed zombie with Maggie there. And then we have this artwork, which is actually this statue, which is pretty cool. We got more artwork behind there, a signed All Out War. I was playing around setting up the Walking Dead figures. I threw down some Halloween stuff there. So just playing around to see how it looks. But so far, I think that's most of the figures that are out now for the color tops. I don't have any 5-inch setup yet because I just didn't get around to it. And I probably won't anytime soon. Here's the Andrea painting. We have the Fly. I found that at one of those secondary stores. And he was loose, but he looks crazy. He looks just like it from the movie. I think he's one ugly little creature, but I love that. A lot of this is going to get moved around and tweaked as we go along, but I wanted to find a home for it for now. The pictures and stuff will likely stay the same, but these figures, I think this is funny. The other night I did a live stream talking about my favorite horror figures, my characters, and Jason's number 1, Texas Chainsaw's number 2, Freddy's number 3, and then so on and so on. That's Evil Dead. But the figures were actually in the same spot. I didn't mean to, but the same, number 1, 2, and 3 that I said in that live stream. That was pretty cool. But here's where we got the Evil Dead. I'm losing my light. Those look amazing. They're little $20 figures, and they look like little mini statues, and they're made by NECA. Here's Walking Dead stuff. I just redesigned that this morning, just messing around to see if I can get it looking cool with some greenery. But I do want to make this look as cool as I can up there with some greenery and maybe the new Walking Dead, the box set they have for season 6. I never ended up getting it because in more and more they are not as good. Like season 2 was really cool. Season 3 was outstanding, and then season 4 came, and it was like, okay, this is cool, but it's a little underwhelming. And then 5 was more underwhelming, and then 6 was like, it just kind of feels like they're getting cheaper and cheaper. This I'm gonna redo. I don't know how that's gonna end up. The Ninja Turtles, Raph, Leo, Mikey, and Donnie, they will always be on the shelf unless I put them somewhere else. We have the Predators down here. That's Juliet's favorite one.
Yeah, I love the little tentacles.
And then I just put them on this shelf to see how they look, and I cram these together to see if eventually if I get more, because NECA's making more that look amazing, but eventually if I get more, how will they look all crammed in there? Back there we have the very first Jungle Hunter. You can't even see with the glare. Thank you very much. But the Predator is my all-time favorite movie monster design, so I will take anything that's Predator and hang it up with pride. I love the design of the monster. There's little Juliet, and then Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Then we have some books down there, a lot of a lot of Walking Dead and comic, graphic novels and stuff. So screenplay books and everything. There's another Walking Dead. there's a game I've been meaning to try out, but it's so like demanding, the rules and getting friends over to play, so I haven't really messed around with it. I think I want to use this shelf for the 5-inch figures. This is something I just slapped together, and I'm not sure if I want to keep it that way. It's just Halloween decorations, but going up, Juliet will show you what she likes back there. I think that is awesome.
I like is this little guy that the Predator skinned.
Give him a little bump, and he actually wiggles just like the movie.
And also, look.
What?
His little butt.
The little butt? Oh, get out of there. If you just touch him, and then let him go, he dangles just like in the movie, because when they move the grass, he moves a little bit. Fox sent this to review. This thing is awesome. It's the Predator head that came with the 3D from Predator, the new release of the movie, and I love this friggin' thing. And that's what his mask is. You can actually take his mask, and there's magnets on it, and then if I don't... Oh, I'm going to knock stuff down. If I don't knock anything down, the magnet just clicks right on, so you could put his mask on. So that is freaking awesome. But then we have my all-time favorite Predators. Let me squeeze in here. We have the Jungle Hunter from the first movie. We have the City Hunter from the second movie.
I like that.
Yeah, and he's holding the skull and stuff just like he was in the movie.
Skulls.
And then we have the Serpent Hunter with the alien head at his feet.
That's one that I have. Daddy gave one to me.
I got Juliet one of these because she loves the alien creature from Aliens, but she wanted a Predator, so I got her one wearing an alien mask. We have the concrete jungle from the video game. He looks cool. This is from Dark Horse. I love the color pops on that. Then we got Chopper from AVP with skulls behind him. Over here we got Bad Blood Predator from Dark Horse. We got another Dark Horse. Yep. He looks like he's Shredder Predator. Shredder Predator. Because of his helmet. Looks like the Shredder from Ninja Turtles. We got a Batman. I found that statue in a dumpster at GameStop. We got the Stranger Things pops because the Demogorgon looks so cool, and I love Eleven. She's so cool. Such a cool character. Yep. And then we got some prints here. Glenn, Carl, Rick. We go up to... I got to get frames so they match. I'm going to go to Walmart and get those. And they're only $1 for anyone who wants... You're looking at this and you're like, oh my God, that looks like, so expensive and nice. Just get $1. Maybe I'm overhyping it, but I think it looks fantastic. $1.50 if I remember correctly. And then I got to get 2 more for bearded Negan and clean shaven Negan. And then this right here is going to be the 7-inch Negan color top figure when I get it. We got Glenn. This is kind of the Death Glenn shrine here with the head busted.
And the eyeball popping
Herschel. Out. Yeah, Herschel getting killed by the governor and Glenn getting killed by Negan. I love that print. We got Glenn there. I really like this one as well. It's such a tragic image. And then we have one of my favorite prints of Negan. I love this thing. And it looks so great once you get it in the frame. And then we have the resin statue of Negan with the iron. I constantly talk about how it just started coming off. It just started flaking apart. Can you see that? It was never bumped. It never moved for an entire year. And it just started peeling off and breaking. And I just don't get it. Like I said, I don't get it. It wasn't in different heat or cold. It was in the same, 2 degree temperature for a year. Anyway, we got figures back there. The Mega Box exclusive Negan. We got 2 of them back there. One black and then one black and bloody. Huge hookup by Brian. I really appreciate that. Truly appreciate that. So now I have a complete Negan figure collection from the comic, complete. And that is awesome. Both the 2-packs, the single versions, and the single ones are back there. They're safely tucked away. And here's the Rick one. I didn't show that, but I put bullets on the end here. I thought that looked really cool. I didn't show this one off, but this guy is awesome looking. I love him. And it turns too, so you can spin it. I really don't want to because you got him in a good, pose, but you can actually spin him around to get him aiming in any direction you want. So, Next thing is when I am making dinner or breakfast and I want to sit down. Honey, we got to come into your tent area for a moment. Now, she was doing craft. Normally, I'm a freak about things being nice and neat. She was doing crafts all day yesterday while I was working, and then I got stuff I got to hang up in her room, and she made a tent. She's doing more craft work and stuff, drawing pictures. Slow down. And then Juliet's saying fine because I yelled at her when she was at the store running around. I'm starting to do something here. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I think I might put some 5-inch figures. These, my daughter loves these, but you get too many damn doubles and they don't stand up. Yeah, you can have them all. Except for, where's the movie guys? These are the guys Daddy wants for the movie shelf. Godzilla. Love Godzilla. You got E.T. Love E.T. You got the Jaw Shark. He's one of my favorites. And then from Gremlins, Edward Scissorhands. Well, Edward Scissorhands is yours.
Yeah.
So is the Gremlin. I bought them for you for your birthday. Or Easter or something like that. Yeah, she's yours. So there's a lot here. Like this toy is Juliet's. Captain Phasma, the Predator, the Ewok, the Gizmo. A lot of these are Juliet's toys. A lot of them, actually. Here's a Joker that Daddy had when he was little. That's what the toys looked like when Daddy was little.
Ew.
Really cheap.
Hey, Uncle Saul.
Yeah, there's Better Call. Oh, look at that. I dropped him and he's sitting. But here's my favorite area. Let me squeeze by, honey. Wow, that dishwasher is loud. That dishwasher is going to annoy everybody watching. So Juliet took my seat, but I have my chair here, and then when I sit down for breakfast or lunch or dinner, I look over here where we have, you can't really see it good in the camera right now, but we have the awesome 1/6 scale Hot Toys Batman. We have the Deadpool. We have Bruce Wayne. And then we have, let me see if I turn that light down low a little bit. We have the classic Predator from Predators. He's amazing. And then we have one of my all-time favorites, the Elder Predator from Predator 2. A very, very generous member of the Map family sent that in, and I love this thing. I love it. He's got so much detail, so much incredible detail with his blue dreads, and he has these little things, these beads hanging in his blue dreads. A nice shoulder cannon there, plasma cannon. He's got his wrist gauntlet. It's real metal there. I don't know, just incredible detail from head to toe. He's just fantastic. I can't get too close because the light in the camera, it's too big and won't let me move in close. And I love this mask on this guy, the classic Predator. They are amazing, and these 1/6 scale figures are incredible. You can put them in all different types of poses, and it's just fantastic. And then you have Batman. How can you go wrong with Batman, honestly? And then here we have his broken cowl, his batarang, and just truly awesome. I'll put them in better poses later. And then down here we have the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous penguin with, I love the detail on this penguin. I think Danny DeVito is probably the best penguin they've ever made. I mean, damn. He looks so, he's scary looking, you know? And then we have my, the woman of my dreams, the perfect version of a woman, which is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. That's going to be your mommy, honey. What do you think? Your future mommy?
He thinks she's S-E-X-Y.
Sexy?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
But you do. You told me that yesterday.
I didn't use the word sexy. I said she was beautiful. That Catwoman, I think that is probably the most incredible likeness, everything. Just wonderful. Same thing with the Penguin.
You're sick.
What? I like the detail on all the figures, you know? Especially Catwoman, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow. You got tough dreams, but they'll never come true.
Daddy's going to hunt for a girl that looks just like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. That looks incredible, don't it? Man. Like I said, the rest of the house, I got to get some other stuff put away. Juliet obviously is constantly making a mess. She never feeds the friggin' cat.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's over here thirsty, bro.
But I never want to.
Oh, you are terrible. You're terrible, man.
I'll give it to him.
Here, give it to our buddy here. It's okay. It's okay. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling
sorry.
you. No excuses.
Now I want a new.
And then.
Now I want a new cat because it's not alive anymore.
We're not going in that wreck. I gave Juliet the only bedroom, and she just, oh man, kid, clean up. Bathroom ain't nothing special, and then we have a laundry room. That's pretty much it. I took you a roundabout tour of the apartment / office, the new map office. There's a lot of work to get done, but I'm taking a break as far as setting up different recording areas. I wanted to keep some space open so I can set up tripods in different areas and maybe record with The Last of Us in the background. I also wanted to be able to record with maybe sitting down on the ground with the Lucille's in the background. Obviously, I left this area open so we can have a background facing this way, move the tripod over, maybe stand up and do a couple videos. One thing I cannot stand is a bare wall, and this is a huge bare wall in the living room. I have a massive, like 7 or 8 foot Whisper War poster I plan on putting on this wall, and then all around it I'm going to start hanging up more artwork from you guys. So when we do certain videos, you'll see us from this angle sitting down, maybe some more munch packs if we get any more in the mail, and you'll have the artwork in the background that you guys sent in, as well as the Whisper War poster. So that is the office and the house. Thanks for watching. Leave any thoughts or opinions in the comment box. Say bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe now.